Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone for attending this webinar from their home, coordinating and ensuring that we stand with our nation to fight this COVID 19 pandemic. I would want everyone to give a pat on their shoulder and congratulate themselves for not giving away the battle. Good job on that. My name is Nimesh Sajjan Bumb, and I'm currently the co-founder at Masterbridge. And today I've been invited to give you all an insight into the data science industry. Every engineer must have heard the term data science from their peers, professors, and many more. This has become a buzzword that every engineer must possess in their resume. Every 5 to 8 years, buzzwords are changed. Every engineer until the early 1990s was been working on C, C++, and Perl programming. Then came Java, which held the crown for a really long time from 1995 to 2015. Then, in the era of dot-com bubble, around 2000, PHP and HTML were the buzzwords. Then, from 2015 to 2005 to 2015, due to the advancement in technology, engineers started using Hadoop, Big Data, Python buzzwords in their resume. In the last 5 years, buzzwords, which I'm sure most of you all have heard and also put those on your resumes, are IoT, blockchain, data science, and machine learning. So the point being, buzzwords are IT companies' way to keep themselves in business apart from giving a fresh perspective and solving problems that were thought previously to be impossible to be cracked. My motto for this webinar does not only walk you through the insights of data science, but it will also create that curiosity to solve that unchallenged problem in the field of any buzzwords mentioned. Or just go ahead and create your own buzzwords. Before jumping onto the topic, dissecting data science, let's understand what is data science. According to Wikipedia, data science is a study of data. It uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge from many structured and unstructured data. Today, we would be having a deep dive into data science industry. This would surely clear a lot of confusion amongst the users whether to pursue this as a career option. Firstly, we will discuss the current industry application using data science, then the technical skills required to not only excel but be an expert in this field. We will be also looking at the technical roles required Sorry for the interruption. Next, we will be looking at technical roles one finds suitable to enter this field, and finally, the list of companies out there who have different teams which recruits data science talent. Application 1, Healthcare. I guess most of us have been following the Worldometer dashboard to track the outcomes of COVID 19 positive patients around the globe. Similarly, our government, through different mediums, are requesting everyone to download the Arogya Setu app for tracing people who come in the vicinity of COVID patients. For all those people who are thinking it's an attack on their privacy, let me put it out straight there, it's not. They're just capturing your location and Bluetooth proximity to find whether you or any person living in your proximity have crossed paths with a COVID 19 patient. Finding vaccination. IBM computers, supercomputers, ran simulations on 8,000 drug compounds to find out a cure for COVID 19. For those who are wondering, it's 8,000 factorial combinations for which a normal computer would have taken millions of years to run the simulation. But the supercomputer spat out around 77 to 80 drugs candidate in less than 2 days. Governments across the globe are using graph modeling techniques that are usually used to recommend you friends on Facebook or connections on LinkedIn to contain the spread of the virus. Medical imaging. Traditionally, doctors would manually inspect these images and find irregularities within MRIs, CT scans, etc. However, it was difficult to find the microscopic deformities, and as a result, doctors could not suggest a proper diagnosis. With the advent of deep learning technologies in data science, it is now possible to find such deformities in the scanned images. Through image segmentation, it is possible to search for defects present in the scanned images. You can find the dataset for brain imaging on the website address mentioned in here. I've been informed that we would be sharing the slides after the presentation. Application 2. Classification and regression. Classification is a classic data mining technique. It is used to classify each record in unseen data into one of the predefined classes using machine learning. It can be used for spam filtering. Gmail and other email service providers have been using classification techniques to identify whether an email is a spam or not. They use the n-grams technique to find the frequencies of spam words like free, cheap, offers, vaccine, cure, etc. in an email and classify them as either spam or not. Recently, Gmail mentioned that they are blocking more than 18 million coronavirus related phishing emails every day so that there is no panic or chaos amongst the users. Similarly, credit monitoring companies monitors the users' earnings and spending patterns and classify them whether they are going to default on a loan payment in the future. Also, online dating apps like Tinder, OkCupid, and many more work on a similar classification algorithm to attract users' interest in their premium services. Regression. Regression is a data mining technique that is used for predicting a range of numeric values in a given data set. Regression might be used to predict the cost of a service based on some rule derived from the given input variables. For example, insurance premium. Insurance company like Geico, LIC, ICICI Prudential uses input variables of users like age, salary, number of dependents in the family, health, etc. Sorry for the interruption. I guess I was near the 2015 buzzwords. Okay. In the last 5 years, buzzwords which I'm sure most of y'all must have heard and also put on your resume are IoT, blockchain, data science, and machine learning. So, the point being, buzzwords are IT companies' way to keep themselves in business apart from giving a fresh perspective and solving problems that were thought previously to be impossible to be cracked. My motto for this webinar does not only walk you through the insights of data science, but it would also create that curiosity to solve that unchallenged problem in the field of any buzzwords mentioned here, and go ahead and create your own buzzwords. So before jumping onto the topic of data science, let's understand what is data science. According to Wikipedia, it's a study of data. It uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and systems to extract knowledge from many structured and unstructured data. Today, we would be having a deep dive into the data science industry. This would surely clear a lot of confusion amongst the students whether you want to pursue this as a career option. Firstly, we will discuss the current industry applications using data science, then the technical skills required to not only excel but be an expert in this field, pun intended. Next, we would be looking at technical roles one finds suitable to enter this field, and finally, the list of companies out there who have different teams which recruits data science talent. Application 1, Healthcare. I guess most of us have been following the Worldometer dashboard to track the outcome of COVID 19 positive patients around the globe. Similarly, our government through different mediums are requesting everyone to download the Arogya Setu app for tracing people who come in the vicinity of such patients in the last 14 days. For all those people who've been thinking it's an attack on their privacy, let me put it out straight there, it's not. They're just capturing your Bluetooth location, your location and Bluetooth proximity to find whether you or any person living in your proximity have crossed paths with a COVID 19 patient. Finding vaccination. IBM supercomputers ran simulations on 8,000 drug compounds to find out a cure for COVID 19. For those who are wondering, it is 8,000 factorial combination for which a normal computer would have taken millions of years to run the simulation. But the supercomputer spat around 80 drugs candidate in less than 2 days. Spread containment. Government across the globe are using graph modeling techniques that are usually used to recommend you friends on Facebook or connection on LinkedIn to contain the spread of the virus. Medical imaging. Traditionally, doctors would manually inspect these images and find irregularities within MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, etc. However, it was often difficult to find microscopic deformities, and as a result, doctors could not suggest a proper diagnosis. With the advent of deep learning technologies in data science, it is now possible to find such defects present in the scanned images. You can find the datasets for brain imaging on the website address mentioned in here. I've been informed that we will be sharing the slides after the presentation. Application 2. Classification and regression. Classification is a data mining technique. It is used to classify each record in an unseen data into one of the predefined classes using machine learning. It can be used for spam filtering. Gmail and other email service providers have been using classification techniques to identify whether an email is a spam or not. They use the engrams technique to find the frequencies of spam words like free, cheap, offer, vaccine, cure in an email and classify them as either spam or not. Recently, Gmail mentioned that they are blocking more than 18 million coronavirus related phishing emails every day so that there is no panic or chaos amongst their users. Similarly, loan default pattern and online dating. Credit monitoring companies monitor the user's earnings and spending patterns and classify them whether they are going to default on a loan payment in the future. Also, online dating apps like Tinder, OkCupid, and many more work on a similar classification algorithm to attract users' interest in their premium services. Regression. It is a data mining technique that is used to predict a range of numeric values in a given data set. Regression might be used to predict the cost of a product or service based on some rule derived from the given input variable. For example, insurance premium. Insurance companies like Geico, LIC, ICICI Prudential, etc. uses input variables of users like age, salary, number of dependents in the family, health history into consideration to predict the annual premium for the insurance policies. Algorithmic trading or algo trading. The stock market that you see today is totally handled and controlled by algorithmic trading. Currently, there are more than 2 to 3 lakhs transactions happen per second on National Stock Exchange, and they are preparing the systems for 10 lakh transactions per second. Algo trading systems keep a track of sentiments of live events and news happening around the world, which acts as input variables for its systems. It helps them in the prediction of buying and selling stocks. Application 3. Recommendation systems. A recommendation system is a platform that provides its users with its various content based on their preferences and likings. A recommendation systems take the information about the user as an input. This input is usually in the form of past usage of the product or the ratings that were provided to the product by the user. The best example for recommendation systems that we use in our day-to-day life is Netflix and Flipkart. Netflix is an online viewing streaming service. It works on a hybrid model of recommendation system which takes in the following. Content-based recommendation. In a content-based recommendation system, the background knowledge of the product and customer information are taken into consideration. Based on the content that you have viewed on Netflix, it provides you with similar suggestions. Collaborative filtering. Unlike the content-based filtering that provides recommendation of similar products, collaborative filtering provides recommendation based on the similar profiles matching the recommended user. Context awareness. Location, time of the day, freshness factor, binge watching habits, etc. are taken into consideration to recommend content to its users. Flipkart. Flipkart is an e-commerce website that uses the following factors for recommending users its product. Product quality. To keep the users' trust in their services, Flipkart ensures that they are not compromising with the quality, and for that, they show products that are of higher quality on top of the recommended list. Performance. To ensure that the users buy good performance and popular products, they list these products on top of their recommendations. It proves to be a win-win situation for both the user as well as the company. Similarly, understanding the intent of the users and having a history of the users' buy orders also helps the recommendation system to increase the average user spend on the website. Application 4, Autonomous Vehicles. There is a war going on over the discussion of which technology is better for autonomous vehicles: computer vision or light detection and ranging, aka LiDAR. Let's look at both the use cases. Tesla, which bets on computer vision, and Waymo, a company that comes under the umbrella of Alphabet or Google as as known previously. Tesla uses 16 cameras and sensors to feed its computer vision algorithm to do the following: autopilot navigation, auto park, and summon Tesla. They claim to have achieved full self-driving capability, but in reality are still in beta testing. They started with building semi-autonomous vehicle, Waymo. On the other hand, Waymo, a self-driving taxi service or robo-taxi as Elon Musk puts it, focuses on fully autonomous vehicles from the start. They use they used lasers to provide an unparalleled view of the world around the vehicle. You can think of it as sending massive number of pings out in the world to detect the surrounding objects. As of today, LiDAR is a better technology than computer vision for self-driving capabilities, and the gap between them is decreasing, meaning computer vision algorithms are advancing day by day. But computer vision is a cheaper technology than LiDAR and might be helpful in the mass production of such autonomous vehicles. Application 5, Natural Language Processing. Natural language processing, or NLP for short, is a broadly defined as the automatic comprehension of natural language, like, like text and speech, by the computer machine. Let's have a look at how analyzing text and speech can be incorporated into services. Semantic or sentiment analysis is the automated process of identifying and extracting the subjective information that underlies a text. This can either be an opinion, a judgment, or a feeling about a particular topic or subject. It's used in classifying a statement as positive, negative, or neutral. Similarly, using natural language processing, researchers are also working on fake news detection and cyberbullying so that Twitter would be a safe place to get your information from. Alexa. Alexa is a virtual assistant that sets alarm, provides news, gives sports scores, and more. Amazon has used natural language processing by not only attaching its services like ordering products or playing music through the Alexa application, but also has ventured out in new domains like home automation. Let's have a look into the technical skills to stay ahead of the game. Programming languages. Programming languages are used in computers to implement algorithms. Most languages consist of instructions for computers. Data science comprises of Python and R programming as the top two programming languages. Python is a general purpose programming language that is extensively used for data science. It has taken over languages such as Java, C, C++, and has climbed its way to one of the top skills garnering some of the highest salaries in the industry. It is extensively used in artificial intelligence, web development, scripting, and automation tasks. It has a large, wide variety of large standard library as well. R programming. R is a platform independent programming language and software environment used for statistical analysis, data modeling, graphic representation, and reporting. R is the best tool for software programmers, statisticians, and data miners who are looking forward to easily manipulate and present data in compelling ways. Web Application Framework is a software framework that is designed to support the development of applications including web services, web resources, and web APIs. Web frameworks provide a standard way to build and deploy web applications on the World Wide Web. Thanks to the Django and Shiny framework, one can easily build web application on top of Python and R respectively without writing a single line of JavaScript, HTML, or CSS. It also fulfills the specification of rapid development, high scalability, security, and privacy usually needed for web application development. Learning these skills, one can put full stack data science engineer in their resume. Here are some of the famous packages and tools that are used by the data scientist or the data science people. Python. In Python, they use scikit-learn, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, etc. R programming, they have deployr, tidyr, ggplot2, plotly are some of the famous packages present out there. Tableau desktop application is the most famous tool for data visualization in the recent time. Vecka tool is the legacy software for data mining. As in the similar way, SAS is used for statistical operations. Excel, MATLAB, Jupyter Notebooks are some of the other tools that are used by the data science people. We get a lot of queries from a student about what is the major difference between a data analyst versus data engineer versus data scientist role. Can they be used interchangeably? Let's break down their meanings and separate one from the other. Here's a look inside each one of them because we want to empower you to make informed decisions. Data analyst. A data analyst thinks about analyzing trends and optimizing performances. Being a data analyst involves cleaning, finding insights, and communicating them using data visualization tools. A few responsibilities that are common for a data analyst are: analyze the data using statistical techniques, acquire data filtering, cleaning, and maintaining databases, communicate trends using data visualization, work with the management to understand business requirements. Data engineer. Data engineer takes on the responsibility of building the foundation of which data can be processed. It tends towards software development with a strong technical background. Hence, a good data engineer has good software programming and testing knowledge. A few tasks that are common for a data engineer are development, construction, and maintenance of data architectures, develop data processes for data modeling, mining, and data acquisition, provide recommendations for data improvement, quality, and efficiency of data, work with stakeholders to assist them with data-related technical issues and support their data infrastructure. Data scientist. Data scientist relies heavily on statistics to build predictive machine learning models out of complex digital data. To achieve the set objectives, good knowledge of programming is a crucial and required skill. A few responsibilities that are common in a data scientist role are: data mining, pre-processing, data transformation, and data cleaning. Understand the requirements of the company to improve key processes. Build models to solve real-world problems. Improve the performance and accuracy of machine learning algorithms through fine-tuning and further performance optimization. These are the general tracks that can be pursued in the field of data. We hope we were able to shed some light on this trendy topic and clarify some doubts. Let's have a look at the recruiting companies out there. The industry giants like Google and Microsoft have these teams that require data science talent. Google Ad, through their AdSense product, uses data science for driving the revenue for the company. Google Suits, Google Chrome, Gmail, Meet applications uses data science services. Microsoft, in their teams like Xbox and HoloLens, uses data science skills, and there are a lot of openings out there. Social media companies like Twitter and Facebook uses data science for security and privacy, semantic analysis, aka their health team. Facebook recently have started a marketplace known as Shop to battle with uh, Amazon's uh, Amazon's workplace. Social ads. Facebook uses social ads, data science in their social ads, and it also drives 90% of their revenues of the company. E-commerce. Amazon uses data science in these particular teams: Amazon Web Services, Alexa. Also, eBay uses data science for dynamic bidding system and recommendation system. This was the end for today's Dissecting Data Science seminar. I would be glad to answer any of those questions from the slides or the topics that are currently trending in the market right now.